Hey everybody, RC here. I want to give you a tip on how to create a custom gradient based on inspiration that you would see online somewhere. So here I have a default document set up, right? Default color of black and white. And online, I actually saw this gradient for something that I'm going to purchase on Adobe stock, right? But I love this gradient color from here to here. How do I use that? Well, the first thing that I would probably do is I would grab my Photoshop interface and make it small enough so that I could see both of these areas. Once I have that set, you're going to notice that there's a couple of problems, right? If you click on the foreground swatch, you can select a color and try to eyeball it, but I want this color exactly, right? It's really hard for you to do there. So that's not going to let you do it. And if you come over to the custom gradient, you can't go from this one section here, click on a color stop, and then try to select something from there. So you don't have those options. How do we get around that? Well, here's the easiest way. I'm going to use my eyedropper tool. And I know that the eyedropper, by default, when you click on something, it'll give you a color. And then when you alt click on something, it'll give you the color for the background. So clicking on something will give you the foreground. Alt clicking will give you the background. So watch what happens when I click here. Automatically samples it to white. If I click here and drag it, I'm sampling a gray color. I'm sampling a color here, sampling a color. So that color is constantly changing in that one area. But once you click and hold it, you can drag outside of the canvas. And look, I can sample colors here. Watch what's happening inside of that foreground swatch. It's switching as I hover over specific areas. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to go right here to the very, very top. Now I know that I have exactly that color. I'm going to go back into my Photoshop document, hold down the Alt or Option key, click on that, and then I'm going to move over here and I'm going to select this darker color that I have there. So now I have a foreground, I have a background. Now that I have that done, I can go ahead and just select the gradient tool, click on the gradient dropdown, and select the first one, which is the default foreground to background. Having that set, click and drag, holding down the Shift key to keep it straight, and now I have the gradient that I need.